Okay, Mr. Grover, this is my gate. It's open. And this is alimony truck trail, which you've seen in other videos. And, you know, water does run a little bit. And it's raining. It's raining pretty hard. And it does... This area here, which was the tiniest bit of puddling, minor compared to Little Rock, is the lowest part of my land. Where the garage is going, way up there by the wood garage, that's the highest part of my land. So water will run around it. And so there's look at how little puddling, and it's raining cats and dogs here right now. And doesn't even qualify as a stream, although there's a little bit of water running in it. These things do not qualify as streams. They're transient. It's not even ephemeral, according to the forester. So no fish could possibly swim, so let's skip the fish issue. And water does run along alimony truck trail. But as you can see, my house and that area up there where that garage is, that is the highest area in terms of elevation on my land. Perfect spot. No water is going to run across that. This is not a flood zone. Anyone saying this is a flood zone has a mental disorder. You know, and if the government says it's a flood zone, the government has a mental disorder, not me. You know, they have a problem. They're trying to zone everything so you can't build anything anywhere. And this is a problem with that. And I have serious issues with that. You know, I've been wrestling with this forever, just to get a garage. So I'll take some pictures of my neighbors over there on the other side that have palm trees that thrive up here. Everybody has palm trees except me. I'll even put a palm tree in my front yard to prove to you that palm trees thrive up here. So anyway, that's it for this section. Okay, Mr. Grover, this is something called Sima Mesa Road, and my house is right over there, maybe about 6,000 feet that way. These are my neighbors, and they have palm trees thriving in their front yard. 2 of them. 2 beautiful palm trees. Very healthy. It's climate zone 18, palm trees thrive here. So, you know, there is no way that there's ever going to be a 27-foot snowdrift over an all-steel garage with 40 pounds per square foot carrying capacity for snow. Not when palm trees grow at the same elevation. In fact, they're probably a little higher, and there's almost no puddling at all. There's no flood zone at all, nothing. So my house is right over there, but I wanted to make sure to document the palm trees because if snow falls, it melts as soon as the sun comes up. So no 27-foot snowdrifts. And we have 2 engineers that have stamped and said it is 40 PSF, and that building and safety is not responsible if the building were to buckle under a 100,000-year snowstorm with a 27-foot snowdrift. So I wanted to document that. Now I'll go to Little Rock down there and show you all the flooding down there, which there's no flooding up here. There's no floodplain up here. The floodplain is down in Little Rock. Okay, Mr. Grover, this is in Little Rock, down in the mountains at the corner of 90th and S. The mountains are way up there, and there is puddling all over. Look at the water running. If there ever was a floodplain, it's Little Rock, not the mountains. There's big. This is typical. It's all over Little Rock. I don't have to show you too much, but you know, all of that is very typical of the flooding. And look at that. There's a veritable lake over there. Now that's what I would call maybe some minor flooding here in Little Rock. And this is pretty typical. You go around, it's all the flash flood warnings, and that's because the water has come down a lot, so there's a lot of water puddling. And I could show you more and more, but you already know that Little Rock is basically, if there ever was a floodplain, it's Little Rock, but they let people build all over here. Not a problem, even though I have real proof video evidence of flooding, but they get building permits to build brand new homes, and I can't get a simple garage permit for a steel garage. So anyway, enough ranting. This is more than enough evidence to show you that the real puddling is Little Rock, not the mountains up there. Okay, Mr. Grover, one other thing. This is Avenue T in Little Rock, and as you can see, even the county has put up signs, flooded. So Little Rock is, if there ever was a floodplain, it's Little Rock. And look at that big puddle up there that encroaches right onto Avenue T. So if there ever was a floodplain, it's Little Rock, not the mountains way up there where I live. So, and even the county agrees. They put up flooded signs. Flooded. And not even a puddle up in the mountains. Not a puddle. So there's no flood zones up there. I don't care what the government says. The government has got a mental disorder if it thinks that there are flood zones up there.